The team at the North Shores Beach Patrol not taking a day off of training, even though they deserve it after what they did Tuesday night.
Yeah, just a good day for lifeguarding in general, and especially for North Shores, and just so proud of them for stepping up and doing the right thing.
The lifeguards at the private North Shores Beach Patrol north of Rehoboth had already gone home for the day, but when they saw a swimmer in distress on the Pulse Point app, they all texted each other and agreed to race back to the beach.
I just biked home from work, and then once I got the text, got in my car, flew back down here.
Luke got here first, and 6 other guards weren't far behind. They fired up the Polaris and headed toward the sand. When these lifeguards got to headquarters, they really didn't have much information to go on, so they just got down to the beach as quickly as they could. But when they got down here, they realized as they looked north, they had a long way to go. We're talking miles and miles up the beach. As the guards sped north, they knew a woman had gotten off her boat in the ocean while trying to swim on a sandbar. Not sure why they were out on a day with storms popping up, but the guards believe her son had been in the boat that stopped working and they drifted in different directions. The person on the boat called for help, but turned out state police and the Coast Guard were searching in the wrong spot. Luckily, the North Shores guards were not.
And then when we got to the Cape Henlopen bathhouse, that's when we heard over the scanner that somebody had called 911 in that vicinity to report somebody out far in the water.
They spotted the woman out in the water. This woman, reportedly around 60 years old, had been floating for roughly 2 hours without a life jacket, just hoping someone would spot her.
But it was windy, the chop was really high in between the waves.
The guards swam out 300 yards or so in choppy waves and were able to get her safely back to the beach, all because these kids came back to work when they could just as easily have ignored the call that wasn't even from their specific piece of beach.
I always tell them you're lifeguards for life, no matter where you are, whether you're on duty or off duty. You're always going to have to respond to an emergency on the water, and they did that.
Yeah, it feels pretty good, but it's just kind of what we do.
It's nice the guards are being humble, but they probably saved a woman's life, and that's a huge deal, whether they want to admit it or not. At the Delaware beaches, Tim Furlong, NBC 10 News.